Hello everyone, welcome to McFizzle's Hardcore Survival World Season 5 between the streams 22 and 23. And here I am in the garden area, the farmitage slash tower of industrious villages of various occupations, and I'm extending the gardens out. So I can't remember if I don't think did I start this on the stream? I can't remember. Looks like I did. But yeah, I'm going around the edges of, so it'll be about 20 blocks, 24 blocks from the center of the chamber to the perimeter of the chamber. So I'll be doing that for a while. A lot of digging, and yeah, my new strategy at the moment is because my pickaxe is losing its durability a lot, is doing a lot more farming and trading with the villagers, and trying to use my pickaxe as the having that in my hand when I do my trading, and all my other items I use the XP grinder for. So you can see there I'm grinding the axe, getting XP for the axe, and the fortune pickaxe and the bow and stuff like that. I use the grinder for the XP, but for the pickaxe, the normal everyday use pickaxe, I use the trading with the farmers because I get a lot more XP. I'm also trying to go through all the bones, getting rid of all of those because I've got too many. And I'm going to have to get rid of some armor soon because I've got a lot of armor. So lots of little mini projects on the go in my survival world. So yeah, this looks like I'm extending. This is the carrots. So yeah, because of the new villages I've got upstairs, they have carrots as one of their tradable items, so I needed to put some carrots in. So yeah, I'm going to have two lots of carrots, two sort of garden beds of carrots, and I'm probably going to have two beds for wheat and potatoes, two beds for pumpkins, two beds for beetroot, and just one for watermelon, because I think watermelon uses up pretty well just on the one bed. And if I have any space left over, I'm probably going to put in some cactus because I need that for dyes and other things. Cool. So that's the end of the first chunk, and it's more of the same. So in terms of the Ender Dragon, like basically I'm trying to enchant my armor, get a full set of diamond armor with thorns 3, protection 4, and mending on them. So also for the boots I'm going to need feather falling 4, and I think that's everything. So on my helmet I have, I don't know if I have that helmet on, but I've got a helmet that has aqua affinity, but I have a feeling I put that away for when I fight the ocean monument. So I'm pretty much at that point now where I'm just enchanting the boots, and I'm not sure if it's this video. It's somewhere along here I actually get. I'm trying to enchant them to get the protection 4 on them, because I don't. And that's why I've been making a lot of librarians, is so I could get protection as a book from them. So then I can just use that to enchant the books, the armor. But I have not been able to get one. Like, I've got a lot of librarians and not many. I have no protection spells, so I don't even know if you can get it. I thought I read somewhere that you could get protection too, but I haven't got any protection from them, so I'm basically relying on enchanting the piece of armor. And so far I've eventually got all of the armor that I want. It just takes a little bit of time, so that's why, I still haven't fought the Ender Dragon yet. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff I have to get as well after that. So I think we'll get to some of that in this this episode. So yeah, just extending out the walls. Each bed is 16 blocks long, which is the same as the side of the tower, and it's 7 blocks wide, and then there's a 2-block gap in between, and there's 4-block gap on the outsides. So it takes a lot of digging, and I'm going to be digging up to the basically the roof of the second floor. So it's going to be a lot of digging. I'm happy that in the last couple of baby villages have spawned on the second floor, so I hadn't had to transfer them up manually by boat and leash. So yeah, I think this is where we're getting at here. So I've got the I think I've got the boots with protection 4, and there's my new farmer, Arthur Hoggett from the Babe movies, because he's a farmer. I've gone for famous farmers. The first one was Crawl from the movie Son-in-Law, which stars Pauly Shore. And this one is probably a more famous farmer, I think, in Arthur Hoggett. But up until that point, I'd just been naming the farmers, after farmer type names like Farmer Bob or Farmer Fred. Maggie is Maggie's Farm from that Bob Dylan song, Maggie's Farm. And who else was there? Farmer Joe, and I think there might be another one. But all of my raptured villages have now, their progeny has inhabited the second floor, so now we're on to new villages, which is good. So yeah, I'm planting oak woods, a bit more oak wood for these garden beds. So you can see I'm extending the watermelon there, and it's good because it's something to do while I'm waiting for the villagers to wake up. But I think eventually, when all of this is finished, in the corner next to the pumpkins, I'm going to have a sort of an outdoor sleeping area, so I can just crash out if everyone's asleep. I don't have to run all the way back. I don't have to place my bed down, and I don't have to run back. The other thing I'm going to probably have on the other side next to the watermelon is another chicken farm, just so I don't have to have multiple sources of eggs, so I can grab some if I need them. It might even mean that that other chicken coop gets knocked down, and I'll have to think of something else to do with the pillager that's down there. So yeah, I'm trading as much as I can with the villagers, so I can get that durability on my pickaxe up. So it's getting there. It's like at about half halfway back to where it need to be full. Yeah, I know I said in one of these episodes I wasn't going to worry too much about the durability of my pickaxes, but I can't help myself. I just want to have one pickaxe for as long as possible. But I think the farming, using the farming has sped it up a bit. I know this is pretty much exactly what I did in season 3 and just got bored, but I found like I just had a break. I think it was this week I might have had a break, or it might have been the week before. Just had a break for a day or two, and sort of helped me get back into it. And so the grind continues. So yeah, doing my axe there. That'll be much faster once the garden beds are done. I think that'll fill up. All right, this is the hump chunk, chunk number 4, and more of the same. What am I doing in this one? I've still got the iron boots, and yeah, I see how in that the dump chest from the grinder, I'm on to that very last square. Like I've basically thrown out a bunch of bones, and at the moment I'm basically getting a stack of bones, turning it into bone meal, and then using up all 3 stacks of bone meal each time, and trying to do that every sort of cycle through. So I did that with at the end of this episode. Oh, you can see there. So I must have got my feather falling boots, and so these are the pre-episode 20 enchanted iron armor suit. So yeah, that's my first complete armor set, display. So that's pretty cool. So I've got my boots. So they've got feather falling 4, protection 4, mending, and thorns 3. So pretty awesome set of armor. You can see my armor is on full. So that's awesome. And that means that I can finally start doing something else, preparing for the Ender Dragon. So I think I do a round of my chores and then get back into Ender Dragon prep. And the next thing on my list was golden apples, 20 golden apples, and a stack of good food, so like steaks or pork chops or something like that. So I've got plenty of steaks, so I've got that, and I'm up to, I can't remember, I think I'm up to like I want to say 17 golden apples, which is pretty good. I just want to check and see if any of my villages actually have any golden apples. I thought one of them might have, but I have a feeling all of the golden apples that I received in chests. I'll just have a look. Joe's got golden carrots. Maggie's got glycering melon. So does Maggot. And the other farmers, the second floor guys, have got suspicious stew. Yeah, they're all about the suspicious stew, those second floor farmers. And I'm missing one there, but I think he had suspicious stew as well. So this is where the next sort of phase also that I need is to make a brewing stand and start making Are they called alchemists? I can't remember what they're called, but the other type of villagers. Is it an alchemist? I can't remember, but the guys that create the ender pearls, because I'm going to need a ton of ender pearls, so I'm going to be trading a lot with them. So yeah, I think this is, I don't know if I did this today or yesterday. I think I might have done this yesterday. But yeah, so I'm extending that side so it's 2 sort of beds deep, and like the carrot side. So it should be about even all the way around. So I've had to go to the nether to get the blaze rod, and now I'm probably going to start looking at the golden apples, I'd say. I'm pretty sure I did that in this episode, in this chunk. So we'll see how many I got. I'm saying 17. Let's see if my memory holds up, because I didn't make any today, and I had like a bunch of gold. So clearing all this out. Don't know what that guy was thinking. So I had a break here. I think I'm hanging out the washing, or picking the washing in, and then here we go, gold. So I already had 1 golden apple. I didn't know you needed gold bars to make golden apples. I thought it was just the nuggets, but it's alright. So fast, you can't see. I don't know, you could probably see there. Come on. 16 or 17. And I'm out. So only a few to go, but it's still like, how many blocks of gold is that? That you need 8 to make 1, so I need like 24 blocks of gold. And there's 1 little bit of gold in the back of the carrot beds, but other than that, pardon me, I'm going to have to go looking around for gold, which yeah, don't really want to do that, so I'm hoping I find some in here, and if not, I can probably start digging the roof up a bit, or I don't know, there's plenty of areas I can dig. But yeah, and that'll be another thing off the list, and then we'll be into ender related stuff, so ender pearls, eyes of ender chest, and a bunch of potions. So, but yeah, definitely on the downward stretch, the homeward stretch, I would say, which is pretty cool. Then we'll see if it was all worth it, because we're going to have to fight the ender dragon. It'll be so bummed if you just spawn in the mid-air and just fall to our death, as I've seen on YouTube. So I'm going to remember, hold ender pearl in my hand. Okay, these are today's chunks, except for this first little bit. I sort of realised when I go down to this chest, I sort of realised, oh yeah, this wouldn't have. Oh yeah, this is weird. I must have shot off one of the signs in the spawner, and so I had to go in and fix it all up. But I think it's back in operation now. But I was like, why isn't they spawning in, and why is there water in there? You shot off the sign. I wish I'd written a message on that sign. I'm trying to put lots of little hidden little notes and things in this world. So yeah, this is the great bone meal usage begins. Like, I don't know, that's probably not how you would call it. What do you call it? I just have to use up a bunch of bone meal. So I'm doing a lot more gardening, and I'm using, so if I ever oh, there was a weird spider that spawned in the dark. So if I'm doing something, like I'm using up 3 stacks of bone meal. So if it's food, I use up 3 stacks getting that. At the moment I'm chopping down oak, so I'm going to use up 3 stacks of bone meal on that. Then there's like sugar cane. I'll use 3 stacks on that. So whatever I need to use bone meal for, I'm going to use all 3 stacks until the chest is empty, and then I can fill it up again with stuff out of here. But I've also, in this episode, I think I've enchanted everything that I want to have mending on, except for I put some mending items on Book of Mending on my diamond hoe and on the shovel. So that means all of the items that I carry around with me now have mending on them, and I need to put it on the shears so I don't need to worry about the shears. Be awesome if I could get a book of looting or fortune or something that I could put on my shears so I get more wool. So I might look into just start enchanting random books. Like Ghosted Meme, he's always about enchanting those books. He likes enchanting books. So maybe that's what I'll do. And we're getting up to the end of chunk number 6. Last chunk coming up. What am I just standing there for? I was looking up something, I guess. Oh yeah, there was another couple of llamas. And onto the home stretch. Okay, this is full-on gardening mode. Farming, getting all those sweet taters, sweet wheat, sweet carrots, sweet roots, watermelons, getting all that good stuff. And I think I extend the wall a bit, and then I start on the oak. So I start chopping down oak, and for the garden beds, I'm going to start putting them up probably tomorrow if I do the stream episode 23 tomorrow. That'll be good. Hopefully this will go up in time. Go up okay. How long have we got? So yeah, it's been a pretty repetitive the last I don't know, 10 episodes or so, including between the streams. It's just seemed to be a lot of farming. I'm much happier with the farm layout now. When that's done, I'll be probably putting grass down. I want to have grass on the ground. I sort of like the idea of smooth stone, but I have had the idea of a crazy sort of spiral as well, but I think the smooth stone might be the go for the floor, and I don't know about the walls, but I did think about doing a red and black spiral pattern, so when you run through it's like going into a spiral, but I don't know if it'll work as well with the hallway's a bit shorter now, so I don't know, maybe I'll do it or maybe I won't. But if I do, I probably won't have the smooth stone floor because it'll sort of ruin the effect. Found a little diamond score there. I got like 20 diamonds, 19 diamonds. Bonus. Of course I find heaps of diamonds when I need gold, but that's the way Minecraft goes. And yeah, so yeah, you can see I'm using the hoe now, and I use the shovel a little bit too, so getting all my items are mending up, which is good. Now we're going to start with the tree harvesting for the garden beds. So yeah, so that's about all I've been doing, the last few days, grinding away, getting closer. Like, that was big getting my armor set, so I'm really happy about that. And now it's looking for some gold. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give me a like, give me a subscribe if you like what you saw, and I'll see you all later. Bye.